Can you imagine a world with no Jordan brand, no Air Jordan legendary shoe collection, no Jumpman logo? A world where you've never heard of the word Nike, the most successful sports apparel company in the history of the universe. This was unbelievably close to actually becoming a reality. We've all seen the shot by Michael Jordan that secured the NCAA championship for North Carolina in 1982. But did you know that this one shot single-handedly changed the sneaker and fashion industry forever? If Michael Jordan would have missed this shot, the course of sports history and fashion as we know it could have been dramatically different. And I'm going to explain exactly why in this video. In the 1980s, Converse and Adidas was the undisputed kings of the sneaker industry. Converse was the top dog with colorful ads featuring the league's best players at the time. Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, Dr. J, Wilt Chamberlain, all were Converse athletes, and Adidas had a firm grip on the hip-hop streetwear scene with the massively popular Superstar sneakers and Adidas tracksuits, continuously growing in popularity with groups like Run DMC co-signing the gear. In the early 80s, Nike was a nobody in the industry. Nike was seen as an uncool jogging brand that didn't have any cultural relevance. The youth preferred Converse and Adidas instead. Nike's sales were down at the time, and they started laying off employees to help stop the bleeding. It became crystal clear that Nike needed a new and unique product or they was heading towards bankruptcy. Michael Jordan was coming off a successful 3-year college career with the North Carolina Tar Heels. He averaged 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals, and he established himself as one of the best players in college basketball. While most people knew that Michael Jordan was a solid basketball player, no one could imagine what Michael Jordan would eventually become. The major sneaker companies were offering Michael Jordan the same deals they were offering any of the other good players. They saw him as a good basketball player, but there was nothing spectacular about him. But Nike executive Sonny Vaccaro saw something different in Jordan when he made that shot to win the championship. See, Sonny was at that game when he noticed that Dean Smith, the legendary coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels, risked his entire coaching reputation on a freshman. At this time, the narrative around Dean Smith was that he could never win an NCAA championship. And he trusted a freshman doing the most important play of his entire life. Think about this for a second. Your entire reputation is on the line, and you trust a young Michael Jordan over James Worthy, who was arguably the best player in college basketball at the time. What does that say about that freshman? Because of this one play, Sonny Vaccaro convinced Nike that they should do everything in their power to try to secure a deal with Michael Jordan. This was a huge gamble. Sonny was risking his entire reputation and his job on a kid from Wilmington, North Carolina. But there was one major problem. Michael Jordan wanted nothing to do with Nike. His eyes were set on joining Adidas from day one. But Adidas made a giant mistake, thinking that Michael Jordan was just another talented player. But on the strength of Sonny's passion for signing Jordan and him risking his entire reputation on this gut feeling, Nike risked everything to make a strong push for Michael Jordan. Nike's pitch to the Jordan family was to create Michael Jordan his own signature shoe that he would get creative input on. Because of his mom's brilliant negotiation skills, the Jordans walked away with a percentage of every single Air Jordan shoe sold. This was an unprecedented deal, the first of its kind, but it ultimately made Nike a global powerhouse. The Air Jordan 1s released on April 1st, 1985, selling for $64.99. In the very first year, the sneakers sold 126 million in sales. But why has the sneakers been so popular over time? In my opinion, they're a combination of two things that are absolutely necessary to sustain success. Number one, the brilliant minds at Nike came up with a revolutionary marketing campaign to promote the shoes and separate them from other brands. The tone, the aesthetic, and the feel from the Air Jordan commercials were done with quality and provided more value towards the brand. The creative flair from the ads were fresh and something that the public had never really seen before. And number two is Michael Jordan himself. Quite simply, The sneakers wouldn't be worth anything if Michael Jordan doesn't perform on the court. His style, his success, and his dominance over the span of his career elevated the brand. An unstoppable legend coupled with a creative marketing campaign equals sales. The Air Jordan brand has become a global phenomenon that has generated almost $7 billion in 2023 alone. With the collection of sneakers so legendary, they will likely be around long after anyone watching this video. The collaboration between Nike and Michael Jordan has changed the way we collect, wear, and think about fashion. And it all started with a shot in the dark with an unproven player. Nike literally risked its entire future on this one kid. And one man, Sonny Vaccaro, had the vision before anyone else did. The man that proved that sometimes great risk equals great rewards. So let me know what you think in the comments. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Anyway, that's my time. Peace.